was born and raised in Panama City. First 3 years of my life was spent in Foxwell Projects, and the rest of my life after I was 3 was here in Millville. I was going through my first mental breakdown, and I didn't really know what to do. And I never prayed before, and I had just prayed for the first time. And that night, I started writing out of nowhere. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I was really doing. I didn't know that I wrote poetry. I just began to write, and it just formed out of nowhere. It was surprising me with every line. I used to, do lyrical things. I used to rap. I was in a group with you, but I never did poetry. And as I wrote, I began to see this thing build. It was like I was just along for the ride. And that was my completed prayer back in 2006, February 25th. You're not here with me, I crumble. Don't stick to the rhetoric. Don't put yourself in a box. There's no laws. There's no grammar when it comes to writing, when it comes to expressing yourself. There is no limit to the words you can use. There are no boundaries to the thoughts and the imagery you can put together with words. You can take people on trips with your words and journeys. Just know that you're not wrong in what you're saying. You're not wrong. You can say all that's within you, because it's going to teach you about yourself. It'll teach you about God. It'll teach you about people. It'll teach you about how you deal with situations. Just go. Just write. There are no rules. There are no laws. Yes, sir. Me and Jamal Smith, we always, we're very close. It's a brother of mine, a good friend of mine, and we're both poets, and we have a voice, and we have something to say. But it's Panama City. There's not really a lot of places to go and say things, so instead of just waiting for somebody to come out with something for us to do, we decided to make our own thing and invite our own poets to come and do an event, instead of just keeping it balled up inside. And he was sitting there talking, and he said something. I said, "That's it." He says, "What?" I go, "That's gonna be it." Well, his words just sparked some in me. I said, "That's gonna be the name of the event." Release. It came out of him, and I seen it. So it's so built together that his organization, his planning, his mind makes everything come together, and that's why he's leading me into seeing the bigger picture. And seeing release is not just an event, but a culture, a dynasty, if you will. It's going to be something that is going to go on, a production. I hope I'm using the right word, but something that's going to go on and on and on. It's something that we can do, it's something that we can grow and build and make a name for ourselves. Not for ourselves, but make a name for our city, make a name for, what am I trying to say? To establish a thing and to have it grow and give people the venue to let their voices be heard. That's the point, is to let other poets have a place to express themselves. The name of this piece is called Flow. I run to hide to stay alive. To survive in this race to stay sane, I try to make stride. Hopeful attempts of a life submerged in His presence and through trials only peace will reside. For the love of this world has caused me to leave you yet again, and I've been real bad off in it. The lust of the eye produces tears for hand only born. This is the rise. Lights going off like gunshots, can't take it, gotta shoot my way out of this dead spot. If I want to fill themselves with the grace and mercy I see, the only thing there is do is pull the trigger. Lights going off like sparklers, begin realizing what I'm doing to my father, talking about my mother can't take it. Say she asked about me. But tell her I love her too. I often wonder if this ain't worked out like it was supposed to. Getting all the things I could change and cut them past the vein. And bust them past to wipe me to the brain. If there ever was a time for me to move and to deny, play my own like a fool and myself to the ground. The destruction I've been waiting for is approaching. I've used what time God gave me to pray, to play, to have me to be the prayer of all the beats to help my enemies exercise me to face. God I serve is all powerful, but I position myself in a place unable to be reached by him, in a place where men can't slash, don't see me. Fists clenched, covered in me and my enemy's blood, fearless. Eyes on my enemy, looking for my moment to attack. It's pain on me, much to me now. Back to my mother, know she loved me. Me not being a humble son, I should. Let us not talking, wish we could. Misplaced hate pushed me away. I seen the demons that haunted her, till it was too late. Pride constructed a heavy wall that burnt like termite eating wood from the true love that we have for each other, and it's impossible to be killed or die. Forever my grace to her. I hope she know how much I love her as I live my crazy life to get in this war I fight. Battle ready, I step out my door into the world where your free will calls home. My subjection with reckless, when my shame like a necklace, and I just like smoking till I'm gone. Even in this life I chose to live, I see the grace the plan God got for me, and my wrist stay chill. In this time of my life, not only would I study war, but I'll master the very mindset of a soldier for this battle I volunteered for, and the art of it to the core. Lights going off like gunshots, can't take it. All these bombs and trace of bullets, I just might not make it. Folded up like a coward, ended up POW in Fort Mack, death ready to be accepted, truth already scripted. Lights going out like a dying breeze, destroying the light of a dying candle set between two dying trees. Unpaid bills equivalent to unpaid time with God, caused the power to be cut off and elevated back from my face on the ground. Lights going off like gunshots, see I'm on it. See the sign showing clear and seen death and tarried on it. Like I waited for her return to embrace her, how much I miss her, how I love her, and I pray you had an awesome day. Yeah, the love that was meant for God was presented to man, and man I've been shown paying for it. My constant resistance from prayer has allowed the enemy to strengthen his allies on his all-out attack against my mind. Another light going out, starting to blind me. All these revelations. When I'm too full of me, I can't take it. A reprobate mind in my reprobate mind. I can't take all these weights I'm putting on me, can't shake it. Forgot the way and follow my nature. Well, I didn't forget. I just put it in the back of my mind till I was doing my time and finished this wine and did my grind till I got mine. But I did forget that God was going to get his first. And piled all these weights, the stress got my heart about to burst. Knowing what he requires and doing it quite different. Spending my time thinking about it getting lifted. Separated for me to see that without him, I can't be the man I'm supposed to be. Untouched by fire like burnt papers. In the middle of the world, constantly hailing its vapors. Institutionalized, or their beliefs say I'm cased up and Satan too weak. Yes, all I know is me a self-hater. Lights going off to stand on, exposing where I went wrong, and I just sit there and wait for the sequel to come on, so I flow. I flow like a ship without a sail to this storm that's never hell for most, but for me, the only thing I see, the only thing I hear is trust God, obey God, receiving the same revelations I received as his child. So these lights going off like cannons, only say people go to heaven. So what am I doing? What am I doing? I run to hide to stay alive. To survive in this race, say saying I try to make strides. Hope for the attempts of a life submerged in its presence and through trials, only peace will be found.